just put it on the presentation. So those are all the stuff. So for today, we're going to look at why personal development is important for our success. And then I'll be sharing 5 things we can do to grow so that we can have more impact. I prepared 5, but I think I added a bonus, a 6th one as a bonus. And then we will see if we have time at the end, we'll see how we can create an action plan for our personal growth. It's an exercise. So there's this quote I love so much from my mentor, and these are one of the things that push me to. It says, growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow to be better. Growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to be better. If we're going today, then we are certain that tomorrow is going to be better. And then Ken Coleman is a financial expert with Ramsey Solutions. He says you must be willing to spend money on books and other materials that will fill your internal well. That is what personal development is all about. You are filling up your internal well. So for me, this is so apt because personal development is an internal process. It happens on the inside and then it shows on the outside. But we must be willing to invest into this process. You know, like the book, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's a book, and it's an investment. I've had this book for many years, invested in it. We must be ready to get hold of materials if we are willing to grow and make impact. So why personal development? Why personal development? For me, when I grow, I connect with something inside of me, that's part of me, that says that I'm capable of so much more. You are capable of so much more. Your potential is inside of you and it's unlimited. You can't measure it. But if you don't grow, if you don't expand your capacity, if you don't put something into your internal well to bring out that capacity that is inside of you, to expand your potential, you're never going to be able to know how much more you are capable of. So we need to invest in ourselves, we need to grow. And you are your business, you are your life. So when you develop you, when you put something inside of you, you develop your business, your career, or your dream. And also the quality of thinking you bring to your life, your situations, your business, depends on how much you are growing. We also grow because we want to attract focused entrepreneurs, focused women, other purpose-driven women in the circle. We are all here because we are growing, because we want to grow. I mean, everyone that is here has a thirst for growth, has a thirst for development. That's why we are connected. And that's the reason for the Blooming Ladies. One of the reasons for the Blooming Ladies, creating space for women to thrive. And you can't be in without growing, without thriving, because it's a growth-focused environment. We only attract those who are growing. We attract who we are, not what we want in life. So we also grow because we want to become better leaders of ourselves and others. And also we want to be able to serve our ideal clients, our families, and all the people that we are called to serve very well. So if we don't grow, we'll not be able to serve them the right way. So I'm going to move straight into those 6 steps that we can take to grow and be successful and make more impact. The first one is that we need clarity. You need to be clear on where you need to grow, where you need to grow. Have clarity. I saw this ad on a billboard as I was driving by in Port Harcourt here, and it was a Johnny Walker ad, a Johnny Walker whiskey ad. It says, the world makes way for the man who knows where he is going. When you are clear on who you are and where you are going, the world makes way for you. Means you need to have self-awareness. First, it begins with you. It always begins self-awareness, and then have others awareness. So self-awareness is not enough. We can't stop at self-awareness. We need to into others awareness. I love something Wumi said when she was taking the chapter review. She said, saying that's the way I am, it's not enough. We need to move beyond that's the way I am. Yes, you are aware of who you are, the way you are, your tendencies, but how does it impact others and your relationship with others? So we need to be clear on that as well, because the impact we make is not for ourselves. We impact others. We are here to impact others. And we cannot impact others when we're not clear about the impact we want to make on them or the impact we are making on them. So we must always grow ourselves. Awareness comes before growth. We must know ourselves to grow ourselves. So that's clarity on who we are, clarity on the impact that we want to make, and clarity of who we want to impact. Okay, that's very important. That's the first step. Then secondly, define your purpose and your values. Define your purpose and your values. I know purpose, I said in the beginning that we are women of purpose, on purpose, and for purpose in the Blooming Ladies. We believe that we have something to accomplish on this side of eternity. We are here for a reason. We're all here because of others. Now, it's important that we know why we are here. What is your purpose? What is your unique contribution to the world? What is a problem that only you can solve in the world? And when we have discovered that, we start sacrificing our own interest for others. Because our purpose is not for us. Our purpose is to impact lives, to impact others with our uniqueness, with a unique contribution that only us can give. So Simon Sinek, he said something. He said, service is sacrificing your own interest for the good of another human being. Sacrificing your own interest for the good of another human being. And we can only serve others well who we are when we know why we are here. That's when we can serve others effectively. And that is our foundation. Everything else revolves around it, your purpose. And when we know our purpose, we need to also define our values. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? What are those things that you will not compromise for anything in the world? This is what I stand for. I am Wumi, and I stand for empowerment. Empowerment is one of my values. And I know empowerment is one of Wumi's values. So stand for, you have values, stand for those things, and don't fall for anything else. Right. So, okay, how do we make more impact as we grow? Become a better leader of yourself than of others. Self-leadership. I love self-leadership. I'm very big on self-leadership. Becoming a better person, a better leader of ourselves. Growing yourself first before growing others. Because personal growth is personal. That word personal is not there by accident. It starts with you. It begins with you, but it doesn't end with you. Okay, so we need responsibility for our growth. Take responsibility for our lives and for our actions. It's not the way I am. It's not, I can't kill myself. It's not we need to be careful. Wumi said in the beginning, we need to be careful. We need to watch our words. Watch our words, because our words, they can turn into habits, they can control us, they can make us, they can break us. So take responsibility for our lives and our actions. And then growth is it's never accidental. It's always intentional. You don't need anybody's approval to grow yourself. If you're looking for approval to improve yourself, to grow yourself, you never find it because most people around you are not growing. So if you're going to ask someone, you feel it in you, you know it in you that, okay, I need to take a project management course because I need to develop myself in that area. I'm working on projects, I'm building something, I'm building a business, and I believe that I need to enhance this side of me, build that knowledge of project management. If it's something you feel strongly about and you know that you need it, you don't need anybody's approval to go for it. Okay, because most people around you are not growing, especially the people closest to you. Most of them are not growing. So if you're going to ask them, okay, should I take this program? Should I take this course? I can tell you most of them, 99% will tell you, you're already doing so much. Do you think that is necessary at this point in your life? Why don't you just finish all the other things you are doing and then you can now move on to this other thing? Good advice. That's a good advice. But is it for you? Not at that time, probably. So we need to be careful where we go to ask for advice, especially when it comes to our personal growth and development. I remember when I was about to sign up with the John Maxwell team um, in 2012, I knew that I wanted to be a better coach and speaker. And when I went to the first person I went to, naturally, my husband, I went and I told him, okay, I've seen this program and I know that is something that I want to do. This is a direction that I believe that I'm called for and I want to do it. And immediately he told me, you are not ready. I don't think you're ready for it right now. And I was shocked because I didn't see how he could have assessed my readiness. It's me. I know what I want, and this thing is something that is speaking into me. I know that this is what I want. So I did not take his advice. I didn't take his advice. I went to see another person that I believe was growing at that time. I went to Wumi, our founder. I went to Wumi and I asked Wumi, and Wumi mentored me and encouraged me, gave me some materials that helped me to, get started on this journey and get started very. We don't need approval when you begin with your personal growth and development. Be selfish about your growth. Yes, be selfish. That is an area where we are allowed, we have permission to be selfish. It's not simple, it's not easy, you know, but if we want to make more impact in the world, we need to be more. And more, we need to put more into our internal well. Okay, what next? Number 4, choose and create a life of intentional growth. Choose and create a life of intentional growth. Okay. Now, one of the cards Angel picked told us about what you do intentionally to prioritize your day, and she showed us her system. You know, a system of prioritization. And you see, the secret of your success is found in your daily agenda. So it's not surprising that Angel is successful. It's not surprising that she is a founder and of a an international women organization and doing a lot of things. It's not accidental. Yeah, it's not accidental. She's very intentional about it. And I know most of us here, we are very intentional about, creating our daily agenda, putting those things that need to be done on our daily agenda and focusing on them, doing them intentionally. So what do you do daily? I believe we answered that question. Yes, when we played the card. But then I want to ask another question. Are you living your life by default or by design? Are you intentionally creating the life that you want? Are you creating the life that you want? The life that you want? Because that's another thing. Do you know the life that you want? Where do you see yourself, 5 years from today? 5 years from today, where do you see yourself? Are you going to, be living that life that you have intentionally created? Okay. And growth helps us to do that. When we are growing, we are improving ourselves and surrounding ourselves with like-minded people who are also growing. It helps us to really create that life that we want to see. For me, what I do, I have a set of daily metrics that I use to evaluate the success of my day. So I have things that I have outlined that I need to do every single day in line with my purpose, in line with where I am going. And that has helped me, to stay focused. Before, I didn't have that list of things that I need to do. I would create a to-do list. And then I discovered that that to-do list, at the end of the day, I've only crossed about 3 out of 10 of all those things on my to-do list. Then I realized when I evaluated it, I saw that a lot of things during the day. I was busy throughout the day. But then how come that on my to-do list, I have only crossed 3 items, busy all through the day? So I went back to my drawing board and I thought about it and realized that I wasn't creating, my list according to my purpose. And I wasn't creating it according to, the different areas of my life that I am called to impact. I am a business owner. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a friend. I'm a sister. And all those areas deserve some of my attention, at least most of them, every single day. So I created metrics in the different areas of my life, my family, my health, my business, my finances, my growth, and ensure that at least one thing is in those areas. Since I was doing them every day by default, by that is going to change, I stopped it and I created my metrics based on all the different areas of my life. And that is working. So spending time with my kids, I spend with my kids, I put it there. Intentional time I spend with my husband, I put it there. The time I call my school run, I put it on my agenda. Everything is in there. So that at the end of the day, when I
Okay, I've lost Kate. It's only for me.
No, I lost that too. I was thinking it was me.
Okay, I guess you'll come back then.
Network.
Yeah. Well, that's very good things she was talking about. Hope we get her back soon. Network. That's what's online. Okay. She'll get back. I think what we can do when she's away is to think about the metrics for our daily life. I think that is very good. We're going to do that in our breakout session. Just take time now to just write it down also to see what metrics you can create for your own daily life. Okay. You're muted.
I'm sorry, I think I got knocked
Yes,
out.
internet. Yes, you were talking about creating daily metrics for your daily life,
Okay.
and where about including school runs in your plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me go back. Okay, so we're back. No, yes, this is where I was. Okay, so I included everything in my plan in the areas that I am called to serve. on a daily basis. So that's where, at the end of the day, I'm not feeling guilty that I've been so busy and not done anything with myself, because I didn't, like before, I won't put my study time, maybe my Bible study time is not in my daily agenda. My personal growth time is not in my daily agenda. So when I started putting everything and detailing them in there, it gave me more peace, because I knew that I wasn't just living life by default anymore. I was intentional. And when I evaluated my day at the end, I saw that I have really accomplished things in line with who I am, in line with in my purpose and my values. Okay. So number 5, stay in the process. Stay in the process. Personal growth is a project. It is a project. It's not something that we do once and finish. No, it's a project, and it's a lifetime project. We don't end. It's never going to end. You're in it for the long haul, because you're here for a purpose. You're here for impact, and your impact will not cease until your time is up. You need to keep making impacts. So we make impacts until our time is up. So we need to keep growing to make impacts. Meet Ashley. I'm coming. Just a minute. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Just a minute, please.
That's what happens when everybody's at home now. That will crash your meetings.
All right. Okay. That's it. Well, where was I? What was I saying? Okay. Okay, I was saying that it's a project and it's a lifetime project. Okay. So we don't end, it's never going to end. The moment you stop growing, you stop decaying, you start decaying, you start declining, because there's so many things. For me, it's a matter of you use it or lose it. So if you're not growing, you're losing it. You know, everything will become good intentions for you. That book that you need to read will become a good intention. Your study will become a good intention. And your time, even your time with your kids will become a good intention. If you're not growing, you'll be running around and you'll be so busy. Everything else that you need to do in line with your purpose, in line with your values, will become good intentions. So putting something into yourself, your internal well, helps you to stay focused on what you are truly called to do. So we need to have a plan, develop a plan, and be accountable. That part, being accountable is so, so important, because you can't do this on your own. This is not a journey that we do alone. You can't grow on your own. You can't do this journey on your own. We need accountability partners. We need someone that will be guiding us along the way. That's why being in this space, in this group of growing women, knowing that, okay, we have Bloom Monthly every month. So I show up to grow. I show up with like-minded women. I'm accountable. I'm growing. I'm expanding myself. This is a good space to be in, to be held accountable. And you can even go further and get a coach and a mentor, a coach and or a mentor. All right. So we need to have a coach or a mentor. One of my friends, BC says a coach without a coach is like a cockroach. Just a moment, please. Tamilore, please. Keep me. Go and meet Ashley. Meet Ashley. Let her help. Thank you. All right. So get a coach or a mentor. That's very important. We need someone in our lives. Prior to when this COVID-19 this pandemic started in March, it threw me off balance a lot. It threw me off balance. I mean, I was off balance. I didn't know what to do because I had my year structured, well planned. Everything was, everything was structured. I had everything fitted nicely. And then COVID came. I saw my plans going topsy-turvy. I didn't know what to do. And I didn't realize that it was just beyond those plans. Personally, something was happening inside of me. I was getting confused and disorientated inside of me. So I didn't know that until I went to speak with my mentor. And then she put me through a growth plan, a growth process that helped me to get back in alignment. Now, sometimes we don't even know that we are out of alignment until we speak to a coach or a mentor, you know, and they help us to get back into alignment. That's very key. Having that person that you can go and talk to and get help from time to time, helping you to design a growth plan, and not just any kind of growth plan, but a growth plan that is in line with your purpose and your values, a growth plan that speaks to you personally. Okay. Of course, we have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined. And also remember that impact is something that we do daily. Impact happens every single day, and it happens in small steps. If you don't take big steps every day, no problem. Take those small steps, they compound, and they become big steps at the end of the day. And my bonus, which is number 6, step for impact, choose your inner circle wisely. Your inner circle can make or break you. The 5 people you hang around with today, you're going to be the average of those people 5 years from now. So choose those 5 people wisely. Choose your inner circle wisely. Have a good thinking system. Have people in your life that you can call on them and, think through some of your ideas, some of your plans, some of your thoughts with them. And you're not really trying to get their opinion or buy in, no, but sometimes they will say something really key, really important that will expand those ideas that you already have. Okay, so stay in the company of growth-focused people that will help you to expand yourself, to expand your ideas, to expand your mind and thoughts. Okay, so your inner circle is very important. Choose them wisely. And recently, my mentor, John C. Maxwell, he took us further. He said, your inner circle is important, but have an outer circle as well. The person may not be in your inner circle, but the person is someone that, you look up to, maybe an influential person, but you can go and check them out from time to time and see what they are doing. If you see something around them, around what they are doing that is in line with where you are going or what you want to do, you can pick that from them, and that will help you to expand yourself as well. So outer circle, those are people that you may not know, people that you admire, influencers. We can also go to them from time to time. If you're on LinkedIn, you can even send them, some of these people, you can send them messages and ask them questions. Yeah, so that's very key. So that's it. Let's keep growing. And benefits of growth help us to be in the present and then see the future. Growth helps us to play the infinite game and stay in the game. It's for the long haul. It helps us to keep our teams, families, friends connected, because a connected team succeeds better than a disconnected one. Helps us to work smarter and not harder. And we achieve more together when everyone is growing. That's very key. So even if we have a team of 1 or 2 people, have a growth plan for your team. I have a big team of 3. We have learning circles every week, and everyone gets to contribute in those learning circles. So we rotate who is facilitating weekly. So my team, they get to facilitate a session every week for 10-15 minutes so that all of us can grow, all of us can stay connected. That's important. We achieve more together when we are growing. Okay, Last but not least, what is in your excuse bank? Why are you not growing? Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? Oh, okay, sorry. So these are some of the excuses that I have seen over time, over the years, as I've been speaking with people, training and coaching. I don't have the time. Let me think about it. Let me see what I can do. Let me check my program. And then my question in my mind is always, do you mean your calendar or schedule? And then some will say, I'll ask my husband or my wife about it, approval. Some, I'll get back to you. We are in February. I don't know what my schedule will be like in November, okay? Maybe I'll be able to make it, maybe. I don't think I have the money right now. Let me save up to that time. It's on a Saturday. My Saturdays are busy. It's on a Sunday evening. I have to rest. It's in the morning. I'll be at work. It's online. I don't have good internet connection. It's so far from where I live. Let me finish the degree program I am doing, and then I'll see about it. When I retire, then I'll start. The hustle is too much now when I am less busy. Does it bring money? I am not in the right environment now. I have tried many times and didn't see any results, so I quit. I don't have anyone to encourage me to grow. So these are some of the excuses that I have come across. Not all, this is not exhaustive, but we all have or have seen or have given one or two of these excuses over time why we cannot take that course, why we cannot read that book, why we cannot go for that meeting or attend that training program or that conference, why we can't really do the things that we need to do to grow. We've had some of these excuses. So let's trash those excuses, put them in the trash, and throw them away. And finally, growth is a separator. It separates those who succeed from those who do not. Growth is a separator between those who succeed and those who don't. So if you see a successful person, truly successful person, that person is growing. And that is the separator is growth. Those who make impact are those who are growing, truly growing. Thank you. Thank you very much.